Well, folks, I couldn't wait. I had to get in and find out how much brass we're talking about from those tabletops that I found during the last street scrap. Come on, let's dive in and find out. All right, so these, I don't want you to think that I'm some genius eyeball and knows what all the different sizes of nuts and bolts are. I checked this ahead of time. It's a 10 mil nut on the end of these. That leads me to believe that these were made somewhere other than the US. A lot of times metric type furniture pieces are coming from India, if not China, of course. But there's a lot of brass that gets used in India, so it's possible that this was something that came from India. Can't quite get my fingers in that one. A little bit deep. Let's see how long it takes the chucklehead to figure out that the nut is spinning on the other side. I need my fingers to be a little bit longer. I want to get this first pipe out, so let's does that really go all the way through like that? Well, that's weird. Huh. That is very, very interesting. Apparently this bolt goes all the way through the pipe. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this end unthreaded here. It's turning on that end. So that explains why that didn't want to come off. There we go. Now I got both ends loose, so we've got this piece that was running down through the middle of it. We know this is ferrous already. And this looks like this is just a brass pipe. Again, this is non-magnetic. And we take the file. And that is just a nice shiny brassy color. So, yep, that's brass right there. So, all brass. All right, well, let's go ahead and get it all taken apart and weigh everything up. What do you say? Now that I know what I'm dealing with here, I should be able to get through this a little bit quicker. Let's see. At a certain point, the nut on the other end starts to come loose, and I can unscrew it from both ends. There we go. Ta-da! And I'm going to check the washers as well. because they have a brassy sheen to them, but that could very easily just be the way they are. So, you know, sometimes you get steel pieces that have a brassy sheen to them. No biggie. Got to get a wrench to hang on to that other end now. That one's pretty tight. So we're going to hang on to that one. We're going to try to hang on to that one. Now let's see if I can get my fingers on it. There we go. All right. So these pieces here, that's disappointing. Let me get it out of the sun here. Oh no, that was just the sun. Yeah. So that is brass as well. It's interesting, when I hold it in the sun, it gets so shiny that it looks silvery. So I almost got to thinking that this was not a brass but pot metal. But when I put it in the shade and I take my sunglasses off, it is very clearly brass. So these are also brass. And then there's a screw down in here holding this thing on. So let me get my screwdriver and get that out of there. This has been a useful tool. I found it in the old computer store inventory, and it's got a number of different bits that I can quickly change out. So let's check each one of these pieces. The washer is magnetic. The screw is magnetic, so that the hardware is all ferrous. Oh, let's check out this little piece here. And that is non-magnetic, so that is also going to probably be brass. Let's just check it. And yes, that is brass as well. All right, so we're getting some nice brass here. Nice brass. Let's get the hardware out of the way. Let's get you opened up here real quick. You're already loose, so. And we'll put you guys inside there so they don't roll around and get lost. So I'm guessing that if these were glass tabletop, that, you know, something fell, the glass got scratched up or broken, and they just decided to get rid of it, which is very lucky for me. Come on. So it's a warm day here today, 93 when I checked just before coming outside. I love Florida heat. It's a good thing I like the heat, huh? I have friends that hate the heat. I have a good friend up on Cape Cod, and man, that guy, he'd had the window open in the middle of the winter in his office. Kevin, you know I'm talking to you if you're watching. Okay, now let's get the other one. This one's a little bigger. Get you situated so that we don't spill you guys. It helps if you put it the right way up so you can get to it. There we go. This would be a great opportunity for me to say thank you to everyone who takes time out of your day to watch my videos. Subscribers, non-subscribers, I appreciate you all. Now, if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. You can click on that little icon that's in the lower right of the screen, or in the video description page, you'll see a subscribe banner. And when you click on that, you'll see a bell. If you click on the bell and hit the all indicator, that'll come up. You'll get a notice every time I put up a new video. It's pretty non-intrusive and it's free, so it just lets you know that there's another video of mine to help save you time from trying to search around for them. Again, thank you so much to all my subscribers. I really appreciate all of your time and the enjoyment that we're having as we share these videos. I also want to give a big shout out to a new friend from New Zealand, Erehwon. I hope I'm saying your name right. He's into graphic design work, and he got a little bored during the lockdown, so he's been messing around with my logos, coming up with different iterations. And that logo that you saw at the front of this video, and if you want to, you can go ahead, go back, take a look at it, and then come back up here. There's a couple of cookies that he put in there, and it's kind of funny. Let me know in the comments down below if you see those little cookies that Erehwon put into the new logo. And we'll be doing different iterations of the logo as we go forward. So thanks again, Erehwon. Great work, and I really appreciate it, man. It's like I'm unscrewing it from both ends. See which one goes the fastest. Here we go. It's always the faster when I can use my finger to just spin that nut. Oops. good. There we go. Of course, the last one wants to be non-cooperative. There we go. So, I am going to guess that these folks are, whoever put this out, this is just a wild guess, but they moved two here because this is a sticker that the movers normally put on your merchandise, you know, your household goods when you move. I got lots of them all over mine from my days in the Navy. And so I'm wondering if those were military folks and this was something we picked up on a tour of duty somewhere. Because Lord knows, my wife and I have collected stuff because she was also military. That's how we met. And we've traveled all over the world and we have all kinds of fun stuff that we picked up from our travels, different locations that remind us of our time in those places. We even have some brass candle holders that I keep threatening to scrap. Oh man, okay, so there's that. And you're gone, and you're gone. Okay, so let's go weigh this stuff and see how much brass we got out of just these tables. There we go. So things are a little messy right now in the shop. I'm working on it. It says negative 1.54 because I teared out the little plastic trash can already. And survey says 13.78 pounds of brass. Let's see. Yep, 13.78, 13.79 pounds. And let's go to kg for... So those of you that are really quick with your math and metric conversions have already figured out that 6.95 kilograms is not 13.78 pounds. It's actually 15.32 pounds. Bingo, there you go, 15.32 pounds. Now, what in the world's going on here? How could it change weight all of a sudden like that? And you're going to see me here. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm pushing some buttons. I'm going to lift this thing off in a minute and try to figure out, well, wait a minute. Did this really weigh that much? And there you go. Look at that. I cleared the tear. So somewhere, doing the button to convert, to change it from pounds to kilograms early on, I must have hit the tear button and cleared it out. And it took me a while of looking at this video and thinking of trying to figure out what I did there. And then I noticed, you know, what I had done. So, all right, I'm going to pack up this brass and set it aside someplace while I decide if I'm going to eventually sell it or keep it and use it for melting projects on my own later on down the line. You all have a great day.